Hello and welcome back to Seconds Out. My name is Eamon Khan, here to talk boxing with the incomparable Sam Jones. Sam, how are you doing?
Good, mate. Back in the gym. Fatty's back in the gym. Whoosh.
Are you training for a fight, Sam?
Mate, I might have a go at Misfits. Don't know yet. I'm not decided. So, yeah, I might go and fight Salt Pappy. he punched my face into there, Salt Pappy. He can actually box, but no. All seriously, no, mate. Just back in the gym, mate. Eating good. Feel really good.
Looking good and looking forward to talking some boxing with you. Let's get into the latest. Joshua Buatsi is signed with Boxxer. Good move for him, do you feel, Sam?
I think it's just a weird one. I know, like, I just find it strange. I think it's a great move for Boxxer. I think it's a great signing from Boxxer because Buatsi's top tier talent, really good talent. I just think it's weird. It's a weird move, in my opinion, for Buatsi. He's turned down world title fights a couple of times now. Apparently, he's turned down to fight Anthony Yard on BT Sport. He's leaving a stable that has Canelo, Berlanga, Callum Smith, John Ryder, just like that, all in and around his weight, and he's left. I just find it bizarre. It's a bizarre move for me, like from his point of view. But listen, well done to Boxxer, because it's a great signing. But to leave all of that and then go and fight Dan Aziz, who I'm not playing down. Dan Aziz is probably, like I've literally just tweeted, he's one of my favourite fighters, Dan Aziz. So I'm glad he's getting the recognition he deserves. It's just a weird movement. It's a real. I just think it's a bit of a cop out from Buatsi, if I'm perfectly honest. I think it's a bit of a cop out. I think he's, as I say, finding ways to avoid. This is just from an outside perspective. It just looks as though he's avoiding tough fights, and I don't really get it, because I think he's a tremendous fighter.
I share with you the sentiment to a degree that Joshua Buatsi's career so far is a curious one, considering his Olympic background and the class that he was in, and the talent that he does have. But from Joshua Buatsi's point of view and perspective in this press conference with Boxxer, he said that, and it was interesting, I found the main reason he signed with Boxxer is because he felt his last fight with Craig Richards wasn't seen by many. So essentially saying that Matchroom and DAZN aren't bringing the eyes for a boxer of his standing needs. That's a strong statement there from Joshua.
I just think I think that sounds more to me like a personal dig at maybe Eddie, or some like the relationship's clearly broken down. But I just think that it's bullshit. It's bullshit. Like I think that you've got a world title fight already. Like, this is you're how old is he? 31, 30 years old, 31. Like, if you're not ready now, you're never going to be ready. You understand what I mean? That's just my opinion. If you're not ready, if you're not ready after all the experience he's had, who's he fought? Bolotniks, Craig Richards, who's a tough fight, by the way. If you're not ready now, you're never going to be ready.
So what fight would you see Joshua Buatsi in next? There's the feeling that obviously,
but he's fighting in Birmingham, isn't he? He's fighting in that place in. I don't really know that. He's fighting in that place in Birmingham in May against, I would presume, another, like, an 8-rounder or something, or a 10-rounder. Like, it's a weird career for me, mate. It's a weird move. Like even 258, they've done a really good job with him. I speak to all of the guys there, done a good job with him. Eddie's done a great job with him, in my opinion, because you can only take a horse to water. I don't know what the actual saying is, but you can only lead a horse to water. You can't blame Eddie. Like, I get a load of stuff. Oh, Sam's Eddie's fanboy, he's Frank Warren's fanboy. Like, no, I'm just telling you what my opinion is at the time. I'm not. I have no allegiance to nobody. I never have. I've got no allegiance to nobody in the press. I'm just saying Eddie's done a good job with him. Do you know what I mean? Look at Frank Warren's, the job he's done with Anthony Yard, remarkable job. But I'm saying that Anthony Yard is an example here. Like, you can't. Anthony Yard got told, oh, you're ducking Joshua Buatsi, yeah. You can't duck Joshua Buatsi and fight Beterbiev. Do you understand what I mean? That's like, at the first I was like, like, why don't you fight Yard and see the best in unders? But I kind of get it, because look at how he performed against Beterbiev. Like, for me, Callum Smith and Yard are the two top dogs in the light heavyweight division, in my opinion. I just think that they're them to a 1 and 2, or whichever way you want to put them. I don't know. It's just a weird movement. And I like Joshua Buatsi. Genuinely, I really like Joshua Buatsi. He's a lovely, lovely guy. I just think it's a weird career. It's a weird career path. Like, you're going world title, Dan Aziz, fighting May against somebody no one's probably going to have ever heard of. It's weird. The whole thing is weird, in my opinion.
Yeah, so just going on to your Twitter post recently, you said that surely you'd rather box than that for a world title rather than Boxxer and Sky for no world title. You feel that he's made the wrong move here?
Yeah, no, I just like, wouldn't you rather box? And people say, oh, no one's going to see it. Like, you've been offered 1.5 million to fight the fight the best in division. Sure, that's what a 30-year-old guy who's been to the Olympics, bronze medalist. He's built his way up. He's done great. He's never put really a foot wrong in the pros. Surely this is your moment. This is your time. You never know. This shot might never come around ever again. You don't know in boxing. You just don't know. When world title fights present to yourself, you've got to go for it, in my opinion.
Do you feel that maybe Joshua signing with Boxxer might open the fight with Yard potentially more so than he would at Matchroom, considering that because Sky Sports and Boxxer have been willing to work with Queensberry recently?
Every promoter should be working. That should be. It doesn't matter whether Joshua Buatsi signed with Top Rank, whoever. They should still be able to get together and make fights. That's the reason why boxing's fucked at the moment, because of egos and stuff, and fights not getting made. Every promoter should work. But I'm saying, if you've got a chance, Frank probably offered him a 2-fight deal. Beat Yard, and then we'll have, and then we get, if you beat Yard, we get that, or a 3-fight deal. Surely that's in my opinion like a more attractive offer than, I don't know, mate. I don't know. I find it weird. Sky Sports is a fantastic platform, top platform, and Benn done a great job. I just find this particular move weird. That's just what I find it strange. I can't really. It doesn't. Boxing. It takes a lot for boxing to leave me baffled, because I know what goes on in from behind closed doors, and I know how the negotiations go, because I've done it myself. But this has legitimately baffled me.
Mm-hmm. Sam, a final one on this before we move on. It's Buatsi, CBS, Tasha, Jonas now, to name a few, leaving to join Boxxer. Do you expect maybe more too? They're saying that it's the platform to give them the eyes.
Listen, they've obviously paid him some good money, so who knows, mate? Probably. Like, you don't know, but then, listen, it's a competitive market nowadays, and Eddie had a matching rights clause with Buatsi, so I think if Eddie really wanted to keep Buatsi, he could have. Do you understand what I mean? He could have dug his heels in, but I think it's probably more Eddie's choice that this has been allowed to happen, because Eddie's probably just thought, I'm just thinking as a promoter or a man, thinking, you're not taking a world title fight. Do you know what I mean? Like you're not. He was meant to fight, I think, Bivol before. I don't know, but like it was. Then it kind of, no, we'll get a bit more experience. We'll fight again. Eddie's probably looking at it thinking, I don't want to keep spending money building you up. I don't want to like spend you to fight some guy from Poland. I don't want to pay for that. That's what I'm not putting words in anybody's mouth. I'm just telling what I think is probably the thought process is, why should we keep paying this guy who's probably on a good minimums on his contract, and think, I'm not paying for that. If he's not going to take a world title fight, like look at Yard. Yard lost against Beterbiev, and his stock's risen. Because he went in there and he had a right good fucking go. He had Beterbiev going at some stage in that, but he just came up against a fucking beast. So Yard's come out of it like with smelling of roses. Sometimes you've just got it like this. I'm not saying, who am I to say tell Buatsi get in the ring and fight Bivol? But I just think Bivol is a lot. I think he's more talented than Beterbiev. Bivol. I think Bivol would probably beat Beterbiev, because I think he's a better boxer. But it is a much more dangerous fight to fight Beterbiev, because there's a 95% certain chance you're not seeing the final bell. Look at he's all knockouts. Against Bivol, it's going to be more of a chess match and probably get outboxed. But like Beterbiev, you're probably going to get knocked out. So I don't know. I just find it like I find it weird, mate. It's a weird move, in my opinion.
Fair enough, Sam. Let's move on to a fight that every boxing fan wants to see. We're unsure, though, whether we're going to get that being the undisputed heavyweight fight between Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. Sam, tell me, are we going to get that fight? Do you feel we are?
I don't know, mate. From what I'm hearing, yes, you're gonna get it. But it's just, again, boxing fans are just probably baffled about, like, just make the fight. Do you know what I mean? Like I think Tyson Fury is worth more in this fight, but ultimately, they tried to negotiate their deals in Saudi. Tyson Fury asked for a certain amount of money. The money wasn't available. Usyk did his deal. Then it's come to Wembley, so there's going to be less money in the pot. That's just an obvious thing. Tyson's now asked for 70-30. Usyk's accepted. Tyson has then said no rematch clause, but originally Tyson obviously wanted a rematch clause, which is very standard, by the way, especially for a fight of that magnitude. But I like the idea of no rematch clause, to be honest. But if Tyson said originally there should be a rematch clause, then just honour it and get the fight done for the fans, because it will be a crying shame if this fight doesn't happen. Because it just means boxing's on its arse if this fight can't happen. It's the first time, I think, since Lennox Lewis we can get an undisputed champion. Let's just get it done and see who the best is. And then once that fight's done, let all the belts go, whoever. And if you want to, and then give the other boys a chance, like the Joe Joyces and the Hergoviches of the world, and this young blood coming through.
Next fight I want to talk to you about, Sam, is, again, it seems to be in talks. We don't know where it stands right now. Is Benn versus Manny Pacquiao. A lot of criticism regarding this fight, regarding Pacquiao's age, let alone Benn's ongoing attempt to clear his name. But where do you stand on it?
All the people criticising the fight, whether you believe it's right or whether you believe it's wrong, all those reporters criticising it will all be asking Matchroom for accreditation for that fight. Yeah, yes or no?
Yeah, I believe so.
I know. Will Danny Flexen be flying out to the Middle East to watch that fight?
Might not be Danny, but I assume someone will.
Exactly. You or Danny will be going out. You'll be going out there to watch that fight, whether you believe it, whether you don't like it, or not. So all I'm saying is, people can't be hypocrites. If you're gonna slag it off, oh, no, that's factual. Okay, don't go and report it then. I think there's better fights out there for someone like Benn. I think 44-year-old Manny Pacquiao, who knows, but. Bear in mind, Manny Pacquiao only boxed 18 months ago. Yes, he didn't look great against Usyk, but if Sean Gibbons is out there saying, look, Manny wants to fight, he wants to fight. And listen, if you're Benn, you're not turning that fight down, are you? Manny Pacquiao's a legend. And to get that kind of scalp, it's a very similar situation to when Amir Khan boxed Marco Antonio Barrera. Barrera wasn't his best. Amir Khan's got that win over him. That propelled Amir Khan. He went on to do, obviously, have an amazing career after that. So it's a similar situation. It's an old lion that's very much on the way down, and a young guy in Benn.
Now, I did see on Boxing Community, I didn't watch the full interview, but I saw a little bit of Kell Brook being interviewed and asked if the Benn fight interested him, considering there's been back and forth online regarding a spar in the past. But would you prefer to see Brook in the ring with Benn over Pacquiao?
Yeah, I would love to see that fight. I actually spoke to Kell Brook yesterday on FaceTime. He's friends with my friend Joshua Buatsi, so he had Kell Brook on FaceTime yesterday, and he said, "Listen, he's ready to take that fight." I think it's a really, really good fight. I think it's. I mean, from what I'm hearing, Conor would prefer to fight Eubank next. So, listen. And whatever's happening, whatever the opinions are of what's going on, and all the stuff that comes with it, everyone's going to tune in to watch these fights, because they're going to do huge numbers. So I just like the whole thing's just becoming boring now, in my opinion. I just think let's see them fight. Eubank fight's a great fight. Brook fight's a good fight. If the Pacquiao fight happens, everyone's going to tune in to watch it. It's Manny Pacquiao. No matter if he's 44 years old, it's Manny Pacquiao.
Final one announced yesterday. John Ryder gets a shot. A lot of boxing fans will support John Ryder getting his shot here against Canelo Alvarez. What do you feel are his chances against the pound-for-pound king by many?
You listen, Canelo's the favourite in the fight. Everybody knows that. But no one can begrudge John Ryder of this world title shot. He deserves it. He's paid his dues. He's boxed everybody. He's worked so hard. I hope he's getting a fucking fortune, and I wish him all the best.
Mm-hmm. Sam, we'll leave that there. Thank you for speaking to Seconds Out. Much appreciated.
Nice one, mate. Top man.